Then we look at how to apply how to use physical contradictions to identify which inventive principles to apply. Okay. So what do you mean by physical contradiction? Anyone? Any idea? What do you mean by physical contradiction?
What physical parameters like weight, volume?
Like when they have opposite properties for the two parameters involved.
Two parameters involved.
Like if they have a technical contradiction and if they have exactly two opposite properties involved in that technical contradiction to simultaneously, like we have to simultaneously improve exactly opposite two properties, then that's a physical contradiction.
Very interesting. Thoda sa example though. Can you give an example? So you're right, but not fully there yet. So that is why I just want to have an example.
Like in that same bicycle chain example only, we can say that if we increase flexibility, the strength might decrease, and if we increase strength, the flexibility might decrease.
So thank you. Thanks a lot. So this actually helps. So what we are saying is, when we say that there are physical contradictions, what we intend to say is that there are two justified opposite requirements placed on a single physical parameter of an object. What is important to realize is that every technical contradiction exists because of an underlying physical contradiction. We will just look at the examples, but the problems or the physical contradictions are solved by what is called as separation principles. We separate the opposite requirements in space, time, system, subsystem, direction, or relationship. So now let's look at what this means. So a physical contradiction is a situation in which an engineering system demands contradictory values from the same parameter. For example, to improve the quality of nail penetration, the hammer should be made heavy. But to be able to handle it well, it should be light. Am I right? If it's very, very heavy, you will not even be able to lift the hammer. How about hitting a nail? So you want it to be light. Now it is the same parameter. What is the parameter? Weight of the hammer. And you want it to be heavy and you want it to be light. Are you able to see the contradiction?
Yes, sir.
So when same component, same parameter, there are two justified contradictory requirements. That is when you have arrived at a physical contradiction. Every technical contradiction comes because there is an underlying physical contradiction somewhere. So if you're able to identify that, then you can apply these principles.